Hey, how's it going? It's Tim Brown, and this is another episode of Google Likes It. And today I'm going to be talking to you about how Google likes it when you improve your user experience on your website so people don't leave. So it might be a little bit weird to some people that I started my career as a web designer and then moved heavily into search engine optimization because honestly, it's where I felt like I could be the most use to my clients, because they were asking, hey man, how are you getting clients from your website so consistently? And so I just want to talk a little bit about how the user experience on your website does matter a lot for Google's algorithm. And if you go to analytics, I got my notes right here, but if you go to analytics and you press audience, benchmarking, and user flow, you can actually figure out where people are dropping off on your website. So there's a very visual view on analytics that will show you where people are dropping off the most, and then you can figure out which of those pages they probably shouldn't be dropping off and make improvements to those pages. So make a list of all those pages where there's too many people dropping off on your website, and then make a list of changes that you could make. So there are a lot of things that you can do to get people to stay on that page longer, especially if you've identified that they really should be moving on to the next page, right? So one of the things that I did recently for our site is just I created a better visual for the top of the page, and I improved the copy. I also added a secondary call to action. So even if they're not ready to contact us and become a lead right now, maybe they're ready to check out our case studies. So I added a second call to action so that they could check out the case studies. I don't want them dying on that page. I don't want them going back to search results just because they didn't find the next step that they were looking for. Another way to improve the time on site and to decrease that bounce rate is to make sure that each of your interior pages has a call to action after the content. So at the end of the page, just right above the footer, an obvious next step. So I talk about obvious next steps a lot. It just means, hey, where would this person want to go after they just finished that content? Would they like to read a new blog post? Would they like to, like I said, maybe check out case studies? Just use your intuition and your understanding of your customers to figure out, hey, what would this person like to do next after reading this content, and make sure you provide that. All right, it's a very nice day out, so I thought I'd do this one outside, but I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I'm looking forward to doing my next episode of Google Likes It. All right, bye-bye.